Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Steps away. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. 20. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer, 75 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch.
Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett from 17 yards out as they have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action, Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the give, this is Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
He'll buy some time right, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Steelers have regained the lead. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Herbert on 3rd down now. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pickett's throw there complete to Sims. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL, Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll throw again with Pickett. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and inches, Herbert looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. 13 yards remaining on second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Forced out to his left. Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 39, Pickett. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good job, good job.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They run with Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kenny Pickett fighting Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense. As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Caught by Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert on first down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Michelle, touchdown, Chargers. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 128 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Pickett to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. An impressive catch by Pickens. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Looking to throw, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Pickett will try to throw for this. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. It's Eckler again. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. On the return is Olszewski. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. A give to Harris. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline to talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, CD, and that's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, he was definitely the X factor. He had 3 touchdown passes, ran for another, and really had this defense grasping for straws throughout much of this ball game.